Slovakia. But the point that I was making into just had to free some storage is basically getting into the point where you know you need to stop being a nigga, man. Tighten up. That's the point. And in these times, man, and that goes for me. It's time for us to really be tapped in and tighten up, okay? Because they put Jake as a problem for everything, man. Okay, before I grab Sirach, let me grab Zechariah. (13). And that's why, 2/3 of our people have to be cut off. Zechariah 13, Slovakia. Or when I can get in time. I just don't want the stores to get full again. Here we go. Turn the light on real quick. Get it right here. It says, and it shall come to pass, this is Zechariah 13:8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all of the land shall the Lord, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And it's talking about 2/3 that's going to be killed of the nation of Israel. But the 1/3, which is the remnant, the first fruits, it's talking about the elect. Now, when you see these things that's going on in the news, man, this shit's going to be ramped up where all you can call on is the Lord, man. It's going to get so bad out here that, it's not going to, like I said, when you get into Jeremiah 30:7, in time of Jacob's trouble, and you seeing all this stuff that's happening in the news with this tariffs, you got DJ Trump in office. Yo, this might be the year of our salvation. And it's to a point where, all you can do is just pray. Because if you and pray and get ready, because there's gonna be a time where you see other nations, man. They don't fear America. The America was on top, but now you see these other nations. They got these nuclear missiles, things to so on and so forth. Scriptures say thou as weak as we, is because America is not as strong as it used to be. Okay, but as a Jake, being an Israelite, a nation that the Lord is dealing with, man, you need to come out that nigga spirit, and you want that hedge of protection. All right. I didn't have this queued up, but now I do. Just thinking about it. Get Psalms. 91, because it's the Lord that now we need, man. When you get into certain scriptures like Revelation, the 6th chapter, when it talks about, and let me make sure I got that right, I don't want to quote and be going off. Yeah, Psalm 6th chapter when it talks about the horses. But nevertheless, in that time when shit gets bad, let me get back to 91. It's lucky if I'm not trying to be confusing. It's just, these are times of where we need to get more connected to the Heavenly Father. Psalms 91, and see if I get to the point. It says, number 1, it says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I will and I say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him I trusted." So when you have that fortress, the secret place in the shadow of the Almighty, that's the protection, when you have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, once you conform and do the will of the Most High, He gonna send His angels to keep a hedge of protection over you, And that refuge is a hedge of protection, because it's gonna get bad out here, and it's gonna get so bad, because once, like I was bringing out Revelations, the 6th chapter, when you see, it was given a list of the horses, that red horse is Esau Edom, man, who runs the earth. Job 9:24 tells you that the hands of the world, that the world was given into the hands of the wicked. Yeah, Esau's blessing was, the so-called sword, but, a sword is a weapon. And as time progresses, because Ecclesiastes 1, when it tells you, and I'm gonna grab that really quick, that's getting into that there's nothing new under the sun, that history repeats itself, and things just gets translated into a modern times. And Salaki if I'm going too fast, but the spirits is on me. Like this is detrimental times. It's Ecclesiastes 1:9. But, basically no new thing under the sun. History repeats itself. As history repeats itself, we all know a sword is a weapon. But as time progresses and knowledge increases, they increase with the sword, man. These weapons, these nuclear missiles and shit like that. So it's time for us to have divine power. Like, we need divine help to get us out these times, man. So,